Our Storied Insight recognizes that our podcast is in part recorded, written, and edited in Kalamazoo. We gather on the land of the Council of the Three Fires, the Ojibwe, the Abdawa, and the Potawatomi. Indigenous nations of the Great Lakes region are also known as the Anishinaabe, or Original People, and their language is Anishinaabenoan. We acknowledge the enduring relationship that exists between the people of the Three Fires and this land. Join us in learning more through resources made available in this episode's description.
A storied insight. A brave space where one brings their true character to life. Shall we turn the page and begin the next chapter? Chapter 5. Branching Pathways. One needs to be careful treading upon new ground. The further one journeys inside, the higher the risk of being lost. In this overgrown orchard, the final monument between here and the city, even the very saplings seek entwining embrace as a defense from the dark. The well-worn pathways recede as taller oaks block out the high rising sun. Below its canopy, long forgotten apple trees barely yield fruit. As the journey continues deep into the evening, the spaces between travelers grows as each retreat unto their own thoughts, while some forge ahead, their youngest friend, burdened by the weight of heavy ruminations, falls further and further behind.
Hey, kid. Lyriel, that was quite a growth spurt. I just wanted to know how you doing.
Fine.
You're fine. You're fine. When I say I'm fine, I'm definitely not fine. And, I'm probably screaming inside. And you kind of, if I was in your shoes, they wouldn't fit, as we've established. But if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't be fine. So, why don't you be level with me?
I like running free with you all, but, I guess I'm just kinda homesick, I guess.
Homesick? I mean, if that's the only home you know. But here's the thing, kid. There's other kinds of homes. Homes that don't extinguish your light. Homes that don't try to flop and sacrifice you. And you're gonna have to learn how to have a new home, but that's not home.
Oh. Just that they're the, only Barakat people I've ever known, and what if Sir George is right, and I'm just evil, then I deserve, and what if nobody wants me?
Look, kid, look. I hear where you're coming from, because I've also been listening to Sir George, but I have arrived at a different conclusion, which is that he's a serial killer. So I understand that your sample size is small. But look, you cannot let Sir George, or anyone else you've met so far, honestly, including me, but I think I'm your best chance right now, tell you how to feel about yourself, right? We're all different. You don't even know who you are yet, kid. You're still learning. You're not alone. I'm still learning who I am, too. We're together in this.
Hey, what are y'all talking about back there? I heard my name. What do you need? What's going on?
It's not your business, Sir George. We really just don't need you right now. You just Yeah, we don't, man.
What? Why? What's going on back there?
We're trying to have a discussion, like, a calm discussion that doesn't involve serial killers.
For the millionth time, I'm not a dang serial killer. You know what? Y'all need to just grow up.
Just grow up? You're gonna yell at us to grow up right now? You've got an eyeball in your chest.
Yeah, which means I can see through all of your lies, all right?
Yeah, you can see something. Not what's in front of you.
You know what? I got a couple things I need to get off my dang chest, all right?
Is it an eyeball?
You don't need...
You want to yell at a kid, but I can help you out. I'm even smaller. I'm a bunny rabbit. Now, big man, let's go.
I'm not trying to yell at anybody, all right? I just have no time to sugarcoat any of the things that we need, all right?
And the consequences of believing what you believe in are turning into a giant man-child, so I know that's not the route I want to go.
You know what, Rain? You know what? What about all the other kids out there, huh? Don't they deserve an actual world to grow up in instead of, an apocalyptic wasteland?
So
if we're lucky to get that.
Trust you, who just arrived here, potentially serial killing.
Why the hells am I serial killing all of a sudden?
Saying that we just gotta kill this kid. What's the difference between you and these other people and whatever they're up to? Oh, but that's evil lies, and your lies are good lies.
All I'm
but you're
saying
flipping
is
crazy,
that kid needs to control his powers at the very
Sir
least.
George, Ray, everyone, just stop shouting and breathe. Lyriel, I'm so sorry about all this. Are you okay? I can see you're hurting, but if you just calm down, then...
You know what? Sometimes the truth hurts, all right? Rain, you don't know what you're talking about. Lyriel, you need to know the dangers up ahead, all right? Taking you with us is freaking dangerous, all right? Algernon, you said it yourself. Maybe they shouldn't come with us.
Algernon, you did?
Well, yeah, but not like that. I only meant that there are so many unknowns ahead, and I want you to feel protected. Sometimes we have to send the ones we love away so that they're safe. Oh, Argos. Visha, could you back me up on this one?
The way ahead looks pretty clear. Though I can't say I approve of the yelling. The whole orchard can probably hear you. We should really discuss this at a better time.
Not you two. Are you kidding me? Am I the only one who remembers that this is a kid? Anthropologist, you make some sense. Can you come talk some sense into this eye cult?
I'm not sure I can. It's a deeply held religious belief.
And you're all gonna let a religious belief lead us ahead into this nonsense.
It's not a belief for the millionth time.
You're going to buy into this just so you can feel a little safe. You're a coward, Sir George.
Coward. Coward. A coward trying to save the freaking world, all right?
Trying to save the world, or just trying to feel like you have some control in this situation?
Are you kidding me right now? It is a law. It is an actual law of the emanations, all right? And it's not the kind of thing that you want to tamper with, all right? All right, there are consequences to all of our actions, to everything we do.
You about
and what
done,
about all the
man?
other
You
kids
just-
out there, huh, Rain?
The other kids aren't here in front of you. I'm sure you'd find a reason to have a problem with them too. Is that how you were raised? Hey, look at what happened.
The emotional gravity emanating from the once child exponentially enacts a spell, filling this orchard with crackles and beams of energy. Constellations of thoughts and memories released from Lyriel's skin, orbiting their fetal, crying frame. It is in this moment each being feels a streak of light and emotion bombard their now visible auras like a solar wind shooting past the soul, more numerous and luminous with each passing second. The supernova has run its course. Companions become fractured. Rain and Quicksilver are hurled like a shooting star deep into the dark garden. Their bodies, surrounded by a protective force, cause tree limbs and branches to fracture in their wake.
Rain, Quicksilver, please make me a Dex and Con save, and I'll let you choose which one you're going to make at disadvantage.
I chose Dex for disadvantage. And I got 8.
Okay. And what did you get for con? What was your con save?
7.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, maybe Quicksilver did better. Quicksilver, what did you roll at disadvantage?
I rolled Dex for disadvantage, and I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then, what was your con?
I had a natural 1 and then a +8, so a 9, but that natural 1 was not very lucky.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. Let's start with Quicksilver then. You are temporarily blinded in both eyes. You didn't shield yourself from this luminous blast, but this isn't a normal blindness. This is more like if you were staring at the sun or an eclipse for far too long. And there's also something else that happened. Something about the silver of your skin in a certain part of you got irradiated away. This something is breaking that levee between you and something a lot deeper. Perhaps something more chaotic. Rain, as you attempt to get up, you feel a pulsing pain in your thigh, and it's getting a little worse and worse as the adrenaline of this situation is wearing off.
Ah, it got me! Rub it down!
Oh, buddy. Your leg is maybe sprained or maybe broken. And I'm going to offer you this choice. Do you find yourself shifted into your other form or as something in between?
Oh, let's do something in between. And I'm gonna look at my leg and be like, what? What happened? Oh. And then, like, just, Rain will start kind of, like, limping away. Because there's, like, a crater, right?
Yeah. This is now a weird crater clearing.
Is there debris in that crater?
There's lots of your camp supplies. It doesn't look super destructive, like a bomb went off, but it does look like a massive indentation in the ground, and things have been pushed out, and maybe even some, like, hidden gems in the earth are, like, jutting up, but it might be more like fool's gold.
Okay, yeah, Rain is definitely not interested in gold right now and is just trying to exit this crater because it's, like, very exposed, sort of, like, limping along. Oh, I do have medicine. Can I roll medicine to see if I can, like, splint it up or something?
On yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So roll me some medicine.
That's a dirty 20.
Very nice. You definitely think that if you can get yourself a nice piece of wood, you can splint it. But there's none around you. It seems to be near Quicksilver.
All right, I'm, like, hobbling over. I'm like, you burned? What happened?
I'm just gonna sit there in silence, and I'm not gonna have any kind of answer for Rain, and I'm just shaking my head, kind of looking like sunken, and like energy wise, I'm not answering their question, and I'm definitely not gonna be handing a piece of wood over that it seems like they really need, and I'm feeling really bad about it, but I'm just like focused on the ground and staring at like the wreckage around us.
I'm gonna like start splinting with the wood, but also be like one hand splinting, the other hand like patting Silver on the shoulder, like, we don't want to be here right now. Come on, buddy, snap out of it.
And then I kind of like shake a little bit, and just like a little dust comes off and goes into your little rabbit hair. And then I kind of still almost dazed, like I can't see anything, so I'm not even sure where to start.
So can you tell me, what does this in-between form look like? Like, what are you splinting? Are you splinting a human leg or a rabbit leg or a human leg with a rabbit's foot?
I'm definitely going to go with the, like, digitigrade furry leg, where there's the, like, so a rabbit leg, but like a human-like torso, but still bunny ears. Definitely much larger, but still small. Yeah, Rain is not a rabbit anymore. Rain is now a rabbit person with like silver hair. But it's like an awkward in between. Like maybe one arm is more rabbity than the other arm. It's not quite like symmetrical. But Rain is focused on getting everybody out of this crater right now and is still trying to maybe like catch you by the elbow and be like, let's go.
And the other piece is your medicine check. Now that you've calmed down a little bit, like, it still hurts a lot, but it's less jarring now that it's been stabilized. There's something about this injury that's making it hard to change into either form completely.
How about you? You got magic injuries? You look You look a little wrong.
That almost discouraged me more, and so I just sit back down into the dirt and close my eyes. And then I try to stand back up because I know that I'm supposed to be leaving. And I turn over to Rain, and I can't tell that you're like a half rabbit, half person at the moment. So I kind of just put my hand out and just touch and notice it and feel a little almost shaken out of it because of the texture and like half hair on you. But I'm like very quiet, and I'm not really giving you answers or giving you much help in this moment, and just almost need your guidance here.
All right, it's gonna be okay. Let's get out of here. Let's go sit by that tree, at least behind the tree. Let's sit behind the tree and we'll figure where everybody went, because I think it's just us.
Okay.
At this moment, because you can't control what is going on in Quicksilver, we're gonna roll on the chaos table.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a D100 and
Ooh.
we'll see what we get. That is a 24. What is that? Oh, perfect. Your skin is now turning a vibrant shade of gold very, very slowly.
Okay, so then am I still blind at this moment?
Yes, you are still blind, but make me an Arcana check.
Okay. 15 plus 2, so 17.
Very nice. You can't physically see, but you can see that kind of aura of people. It's how you knew that Rain is still Rain.
Ooh, okay, cool.
You know, I'm also going to say, because I think your roll was good, there's also a slight trail of magical energies that you can now see.
So is that Lyriel?
Could be.
Okay. All right, so I feel almost like heavy because I can't see the change. I'm almost like my arms and my legs and my like every part of me that's covered in the gold just feels like I got like a weighted blanket on me. And so there's this like sense of recognition that I have. This is gonna be so hard. I don't even know how I'm supposed to go on. And then I get the little like whiff of the magical trail, and I feel like a little bit of hope, like a little bit of the weight leaves me for a second, and it allows me to follow this trail through these trees much more slowly than I usually do, and I don't even have the wherewithal to tell Rain to come with me.
Twisting and looping, the paths through the wild orchard are lost deep in drifts of moldering leaves. This place may have tended lush rose once, but generations of seedlings have grown, fought for scraps of sun, and fallen into rot in the time since. Finding two of their companions missing, the worried company of friends venture deeper and deeper, trying to pick up hide or hair of Lyriel and Rain. Finding nothing but their belief in their friends, they venture onward to the city with hopes to reunite there. The crackles of twigs underfoot echo, an alarming, stark sound into the dark that is lit by the lamp of the full moon, dappled by in a boreal shadow. At first, there was progress, but the landscape's repetitive, gloomy nature wears on the mind and the soul. Worry becomes tedium. How much further could their destination possibly be?
Right, so I would just stop by this one tree. I know my handiwork. This was me. I burned that tree. We have gone in circle.
What? We've been here before?
Yes, I did that, definitely.
I've not been paying attention at all.
We've all been thinking our own thoughts.
My head, it's been filled with all these sounds. I'm so sorry. I should have noticed, but I just can't focus.
Wait. Your head has been filled with sounds?
Hundreds of them. They're just voices filling my head. I just feel overwhelmed by it. I thought, I don't even know what these voices are.
Is this normal or is this new?
Usually I'm able to put out a little bit of a flare gun and to get some guidance, but right now there's too many things coming in. It's just overwhelming my system.
When did that start?
A couple hours ago, but I didn't want to tell anybody. And first I thought I could just push it down, but yeah, I don't know what those sounds are.
Visha waves a hand and makes a bonfire. We have been traveling for some time. Perhaps a rest.
I mean, so we have to be close to the city by now. I mean, come on. How many hours have we been in here?
Perhaps just a moment. And he'd walk over to your character, and he's like, I have voices in my head frequently. It was hard to get used to, but I have a way. And he would, like, offer his hand.
Quicksilver takes it and puts her hand out.
Awesome. He'd walk over to the bonfire, and he would kneel down, and he would just basically be like, you have to go in, you have to hold, and you have to release. And this cycle gets you into a place where the voices are not so loud, and they can be understood a bit easier. He would just kind of go through these breathing techniques that he's learned to quiet the voices in his own head.
And then Quicksilver does it.
There we go.
And does it a couple more times.
Excellent.
And then it just feels quiet.
Meanwhile, Sir George is going.
Everyone's in a circle doing the breathing.
It's not helping.
Algernon will get out his shield and kind of have his hand on his sword and walk the perimeter as the breathing exercises are happening.
Nice.
Ooh, can you make me a perception check?
14.
You don't really notice a whole lot, but you could have sworn in the corner of your eye you saw a white foot fade into a tree.
Like a rain-sized foot or a large-sized foot? Risha, Quicksilver, keep your eyes open. Keep breathing. Y'all doing a great job. But, well, as you do that, I think I saw something out in the woods. It's like a foot just darting into the trees.
I hope
Is it
so.
raining?
No, I don't think so.
Hello!
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hello, friend! It is warmed by the fire.
Visha's voice just like echoes.
I feel the need to just put my back to Algernon's back because it feels like protected and safe.
I'm just stupidly standing with my hands at my hips and the wide open, just talking to the darkness.
Yeah. You said we'd been here before. Do you remember the last time we were here and you destroyed things? Like, anything unusual about this place?
So, do the trees? Well, when they said we just walked past it. When they said I destroyed it before, I had literally burned this 2 hours ago. So this is just something that we walked past, not something that I'd been to before. It doesn't have any real connection with me. I recognize that pattern. When I burn something, and he would burn, a piece of wood. He just picks it up, and what he burns it it makes almost little petals of burn marks with his fire. So he can recognize it right away.
Yeah. Friend, you are very talented. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Fire does
Great craftsmanship.
Fire can be beautiful if one is careful.
Yes, that is very important.
Agreed. It's like our first real conversation this whole time. Yes.
Fire safety. But for real, I think there's something out there.
No, I agree. We are in their lands.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Who are they? What is they?
There's always a they. There's always a people who live somewhere. We're sorry. We're just passing through. In fact, I believe we were just getting on our way.
Yeah, we can pack up, and we're also stuck. If anybody has any ideas on how to get out of this loop, it's lovely. Love this place, but we want to go further.
Yes, a guide would be most welcome.
I feel mistrustful. You guys are trying to get this voice out, but I don't know if I want it to come out.
That's fair.
It's okay. Stay close. I got this new shield.
Hey, wait. Quicksilver, you look really uneasy. What are the voices saying?
Oh God. I'm hearing that we shouldn't be welcoming whoever's in those woods out to us. It doesn't feel good. And I don't know who they are, but the voices, they're just generally pushing me away, and I think we should keep moving.
Do you tell us that, or is this just in your head?
Yeah, I tell you guys that. I think we should keep moving on. I think I don't know what it's saying, but I have this feeling, and I think we should just keep going.
Sure.
Maybe I whip out my hand mirror and I look into it to see if I could get any more clarity.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? This is really cool.
Okay.
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana, okay. Oh, come on! I got a 4.
Okay, but remember, you also have the Tides of Chaos ability.
Oh.
Which I believe lets you re-roll or roll with advantage on.
Okay.
So if you do that, we're gonna invoke some chaos potentially in this situation.
I like some chaos. How do you guys feel about some chaos? I kind of want some chaos. Okay.
Yeah.
So I roll again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you're gonna take the better number.
Oh my god. I got a 4 + 2 and that's a 6. What's with my dice? I feel like they're weighted on the low ones.
No. It's marginally better though. Still better.
Mm-hmm. You do pull out your mirror, and you are kind of scanning weirdly around, but things in the mirror are a bit time shifted, like a fraction of a second to maybe a second off. You can't really get a sense of what's around you.
Gosh, that feels even scarier. I feel like I look in the mirror and I shake my head and I get even more nervous because I can't even figure out what's going on. And so I put my mirror back in my little whatever silver wears. And I hurry us on a little bit more quickly.
I had stopped to look at like a little pile of ash. Oh okay, sorry. And runs to catch up.
Stumbling in the deep dark, lethargy fights determination. 2 friends work their way through the ruined wood. Blinded and broken, they hobble and stagger, seeking places past broken branches and seared trees. Their magic-infused bodies, once hurled by Lyriel's power, retread the carved, smoking path in the ancient orchard.
Hey, you wanna take a beat? Where are we going? I mean, Silver, what are we doing here? You should probably sit. You don't look too well. I'm like hobbling behind, probably like getting a little farther behind as I'm nagging. Just like, hold on. even though you're slow, I'm like even slower.
That's so sweet. I feel like there's like a little bit of like a ding, like a bell in my ear, and that like wakes me. It makes me stop enough for Rain to catch up, but I don't turn around.
Rain, make me your survival check.
17.
Very nice. You are seeing tracks roughly the size of Lyriel's feet.
I'm gonna kind of look at Silver. Can I tell? I probably can't tell that you're blind, hey?
They're kind of like fogged over, so yeah. Once you make eye contact with me, then you could tell that I'm blinded.
Okay, I'm first gonna like look at the tracks because you were essentially following the tracks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like look at your face, look back at the tracks, look at your face, and kind of like wave a hand in front of your face.
And I just stare very blankly at you.
So where are you going? Because we got some tracks here, but you kind of seem to know that. I feel like I missed a brief. What's going on?
I'm looking for Lyriel. Lyriel left, and I don't know which way they headed, but I just think we're supposed to follow them.
All right, Sir George, that son of a finch, doesn't know how to treat a kid. Gotta talk to him softly. Do we have the healing potions? Were they like with the party?
You all should have one individually.
I guess I'm probably gonna
uncork a healing potion, and offer it to Quicksilver because being blind seems like a bigger problem than being limping.
So your hope is to remove the blindness with the healing potion?
Yeah, so I'm gonna like put it in your hand and be like, I hope this helps because you don't seem like you're doing so good. I'm kind of like looking at this gold, like.
Do you take it?
I actually don't think I take it. I feel a resistance to it. Like I'm just I take it in my hand and I can't bring myself to swallow it. And I feel guilty that I'm not swallowing it because I know it's going to slow us down. But there's just this heaviness that even I can't lift my hand and bring it into my mouth to take it.
All right, I'm just going to like stand there exasperated for a minute, just like, what is going on? And then take it back. And because I opened it, I'll take it because I don't know if it's like a beer. And once it's open, it's like going to go flat.
You can put the cork back in and it'll be fine. Yes, it'll be fine.
I'll take it anyway because I especially with Quicksilver out, I'm like trying to be fixed.
Okay, so your hope is to heal the leg. Let's go, I like the idea. Let's go ahead and roll that medicine. You already have advantage, so let's go ahead and add like another 3 on top of whatever you roll. How about that?
25.
Yeah. It is. It doesn't hurt anymore. You are still injured, but it doesn't hurt. You can walk fine. This injury is more like you still can't fully shift into either a little bit, but the transformation's a little bit in either direction. So which direction do you want to be? Do you want to be more human or more rabbit?
I think more rabbit, like the horrible rabbit with hands that my daughter fears.
Okay, that's exactly what you are. It feels like it's so close to being healed, but it's not quite there.
All right, I'm gonna use my horrible rabbit hands. I'm gonna like put a hand. I'm gonna grab Quicksilver's hand and be like, come on.
Aww. And I take it, and it feels heavy in your little paw. It's just like, or your hand, but you're like half your body is kind of tilted to the side because of this weight. And I continue with you.
Absolutely.
You guys go a little bit further along, and you do see some of your fellows. They all seem to be encircled by this radiation energy.
Again, you can't see, so
she can see the radiation. She can see this kind of magicalness. She can't see them.
But I don't know that, right?
You do not.
So I'm gonna stop. As soon as I see this, I'm gonna pull her down, like if there's like a tree or something. So we've got a problem. We've got more magic circles, which was not great last time, and I'm assuming not great this time. So what do you want to do? You got anything for me?
I feel like there's almost the fact that I'm blinded. I feel like I can withstand this radiation in a different way. Like there's less to lose right now. And so I feel like I can help go towards it and help take it on, walk into this radiation kind of mist.
Make me an Arcana or Medicine check with advantage because I like that.
Okay. Which my medicine? Yeah, okay, I'll go with advantage. Cool. All right, 21.
Very nice. You get a full sense of what this is. It is something between full protection and love and destruction. It's like both at the same time. But as it's around each of your companions, you feel like it is leaning more towards protection, and that somehow that energy is keeping them unconscious. They'll be fine. You absolutely have every feeling in the world that they will be fine.
I feel pretty comforted by that. Rain, what do you think?
Rain's freaking out because you're like walking into this. Rain is not walking into this. Rain is hanging back like,
Sylvie, what are you doing? Where are you going? Oh my goodness, who raised you? You don't go into the magic mist. Ah!
Yeah, I'm gonna like draw my bow and like fumble with it because I'm used to drawing it with rabbit hands and I have people hands right now. You think it'd be easier? And I guess I'm gonna follow, just swearing the whole time. Just,
what are we doing? This is the first thing out.
Looking behind, like as Silver is going forward, I'm gonna face back, like basically just watching, just waiting for a jump scare.
There's something about the nature of both of you, kind of not necessarily being from this material plane. It seems to both make you a little susceptible to the fog, like you're coughing a bit and it's uncomfortable, but it doesn't make you fall unconscious. Quicksilver, roll me a d6, please.
Okay. 5.
As you guys go further and further along both of this physical tracks and this magical trail, there seems to be gasps in the very distance coming from all directions.
Gasps, you said?
Gasps.
Do we know what kind? Like, is it a scared gasp or like a, amazing?
It is hard to discern. These are indiscernible gasps.
I feel like the sound is the first sensation that I've kind of gotten clearly, and so there's like a shaking of my head again to kind of like tune into it to try to see what it is and like lean in that direction. But I'm still feeling like fogged by everything, and so I feel like there's a little bit of sense of like, okay, this doesn't feel dangerous though.
I'm like patting Quicksilver's arm, like patting it, like, come on. Snap out of it. I need your help here.
And then I got like another sensation. I'm like, ooh, I got touch, and then I got sound, and then I'm like, okay.
You get through the fog, and then this magic trail goes cold. But the physical footsteps are still visible.
So I guess probably Quicksilver stops, because I was probably following Quicksilver's along the trail. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've still like got your arm, and I'm like, all right, they're still going. Lyriel, it would be a great time to show yourself, like, right now. Come on, kid. Look, you're not grounded. Nothing's wrong. Just please come out.
I feel like because I was following the magic, and now I can't see the footsteps. I'm just like frozen solid, and I feel like I'm like dead weight, and you're just like kind of like hobbling along with me.
I'm so small. I'm like pulling on you, like, oh, come on. I like go around back and start like pushing on your legs, like, come on.
So cute.
Like pushing one single leg, like, come on, just one step at a time.
And then I just move it naturally, but not because I felt any of the push.
Rain, roll me a d6.
That's a 4.
As you go further and further, what looks like white dust is everywhere, and there are rare fragments of these fractured things.
I'm gonna like pinch the white dust. Do I recognize it?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, is it bone dust?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna go like really still, actually. Like, usually I'm like frantic motion. I'm gonna just kind of stare, keep like rubbing this dust between my fingers, and look at the footsteps, and look at Quicksilver, and look at the footsteps, and be like, I really need you to listen to me for a sec. Can you hear me? Like, waving in front of your face.
And I can't see the wave, but I like give a very slow nod.
Okay, we really need to hide right now. Please come hide with me.
Okay. And then I like kind of stumble up like a little giant, and I like give you my hand, and I let you lead me wherever you want to hide.
Okay, can you describe like what's around us besides the dust?
There's logs, there's lots of trees everywhere. It is verdant galore. So there's plenty of places to hide.
Okay, I'm gonna look for like a big root system, like hobbits hiding, as they do. And like very carefully lead Quicksilver down, like one step at a time. Come on, and like put them in the the little cave, and then like come back out and peek with my little like probably like human eyes and like human cheeks and a rabbit snout, and it's awful.
What is your perception roll?
15.
Very nice. Luckily you did move out in time, because there seems to be an extremely tall white being lumbering through, and he lumbers past you and past you before they disappear.
I definitely have one hand on my face and one hand on Quicksilver's face as this happens. And I'm just like, but we still don't know where Lyriel is.
But the dust make the footprints very obvious, and they are definitely going in the opposite direction of this thing.
Phew.
Y'all, I hate to say it, but Lyriel did just run away in kind of a burst of magic. Do you think they've got something to do with this?
It's possible. I mean, everything has changed since we met them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, and that lantern does flicker sometimes when they're around.
Good question. I pull out the lantern and I light the oil.
So while that happens, your chaotic surge goes off. I rolled a 98. You are surrounded by faint, ethereal music for the next minute.
Like the second we light the lantern, the light goes out and then this music starts and everyone's confused for a second.
It's like spinning around like a disco ball.
And it's up to you. Do you want it's ethereal, but is it ethereal good or is it ethereal creepy?
Quicksilver's pretty unnerved, so she feels it's creepy.
Perfect.
Oh, do you all hear that?
Oh,
yes. Gosh.
And the flickering of this lantern pulses green to the beat of this music.
We have disco doors. Risha's patron is totally into it. Like I can just hear him headbanging.
Oh yeah, Algernon draws the sword fully now.
The sound of drizzle, drip dropping, falling all around. It echoes throughout the overgrown orchard. The feeling of tiny impacts on your hands and on your face. It happens again and again and again, each one in a slightly different spot. Is it the familiar feeling of rain on you? How could it? There isn't one. Not a single drop. It feels like it, yes, but that cooling, refreshing feeling is missing. It's been replaced with heat, dryness. It feels like something is being pulled from you, out of you, just ever so slightly. You begin to question your sanity a bit more as unseen footsteps gain visibility. One becomes two, becomes many more from all directions. Everywhere these steps land, those blades of grass over there, that piece of fruit over there, the fallen branch closer to here, it all begins to wither into dust. Each pile of mud closer and closer to you becomes clay and then becomes powder. There's something to that chaotic rhythm that has given these things form. Enormous white humanoids seem to flicker into existence, contorting their frame around trees. You can feel all eyes fixed upon you. It's hard to tell. The more you try to discern its features, the more it eludes. There's one piece of their visage that is clear. It has a mouth, and doesn't use it to speak. The voices, they pierce through you like a cold, biting wind. You know deep down its teeth are cracked, jagged, sharp, hungry. Everything in your bones cries out, "Run!"
Our Storied Insight is a blended audio drama and actual play podcast using D&D 5th edition rules. Our table is a brave space where players have a chance to rewrite the very stories they tell to themselves. You can tell us your stories via our socials, Our Storied Cast on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, Our Storied Insight on YouTube and TikTok. You can also support new chapter episodes on Patreon at patreon.com/ourstoriedinsight. Also, please consider rating the show, writing a review, and sharing it with your friends. In this chapter, our players are Rachael as Quicksilver, Aram as Vishakapar Zakarian, Tricia as Algernon Bouquet, Milo as Rain Lagobean, and Allonté as this story's keeper. Our Storied Insight was edited by Izzy Bromberger. A special thanks goes out to the music of the many amazing and talented artists compensated by Artist.io. Find their names in this episode's description. My personal thanks goes out to my friend Dylan, who has been great at keeping me productive and sane.